Hello, and thank you for discovering Three Dudes and a Lady. Join us for a little inspiration, a little motivation, and perhaps a way to cope with your day. I am Mike from Virginia, and my gratitude this morning is Jay Shetty bringing up some fond memories of a life on the farm.
Hey, good morning, folks. My name is Earl Rule. I am from the state of North Carolina, and my gratitude for today is Jay Shetty and the inspiration that he brings us to start our days and to fill our cup.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Jay Anderson, yielding from the wild, wonderful state of West Virginia. My gratitude for today are my three colleagues on this panel. I enjoy the company, the banter, the fellowship, the learning experience, and the angles and opinions that they have.
Hey guys, I am Christine Wright, hailing out of the great state of Florida. My gratitude for the day is it mirrors all three of the other guys. Jay Shetty, when what he talked about today was amazing. So what he talked about today was we are nature, right? He brought up Henry David Thoreau, living a simple life near nature. His book Walden is a reflection of living in harmony with the world, right? And living in each season as it passes, breathing the air, drink the drink, taste the fruit, and something with the earth. How do we connect our nature with nature, right? How does that happen? He did this visualization thing of a forest and a boulder with moss, and it had a crack in it, but it was still sturdy. And then there was a waterfall that was peacefully going into the water, and trees intertwined, and birds big and small, and frogs croaking and deer moving. The nature is evolving and moving, and we are an essential part of it. But when is the last time that you got to actually experience a forest, right? Like the one Jay was reflecting on. Most of us live in a concrete jungle and drive our cars using technology. We're on the internet. We're have our laptops. We have a smartphone, and we refer to ourselves as like, am I proficient? I need an upgrade. My battery is drained, right? We're not operating at 100%. Those are all like robot terms that we gave ourselves, right? That society put on us, right? And we are nature, right? We don't get to go to sleep and wake up with a brand new operating system. A tree doesn't actually resist when its leaves fall on autumn, right? But we resist change, right? When we feel like we are shedding, we tend to get scared or worried or anxious, right? But we need to reconnect with the place in nature where change is not always linear, right? And we need to see change for what it is, a natural evolution, right? It's natural, right? I am grateful that Mike and I were able to take our family to Kauai. Hawaii, it's an amazing place if you have never been. It's beautiful. Um, and there's hiking trails everywhere where you get to go down and see waterfalls, and you'll see trees intertwined, and it is amazing. When he was talking about that, my vision came of Kauai because it was that, right? We got to hike through these trails and get to see all this nature, and then we got to zip line through them as well. So we really got to see it from two different point of views, right? One over top and one in the mix of it all. Um, but you know what? Why do we give ourselves labels of robots, right? Where did that come from? Because we do, like, how many times do we say I'm not operating at 100% today? I say it a lot.
All the time.
Yes. When he said that, I was like, oh, yeah, I say that. Not it doesn't feel good when he meant the way that he mentioned it, the way that he talked about it, right? It's not something that we think about, it's just something we say. When in all actuality, like, are we supposed to be operating at 100%? Or what is 100%?
Well, he did say whatever that is.
Yes.
He said we say 100%, whatever that is.
Yeah, whatever that means, right? And
Right.
God didn't
Or some,
intend us to live in concrete, and he made nature with us, right?
there's something even closer to home. If you do X, Y, and Z, you will be successful. If you make $700 a week and run 20 appointments. You will make money
It's more like 1,000.
like a machine.
Like a machine, yes. Great point, Mike, because that's exactly it. Just like a machine, right? How many times do you see people going on vacation and working? All the time.
You know, I used to feel guilty about that in the beginning, and then I started thinking about it. I was like, you know what? This is my vacation.
Yeah. You go on vacation for a reason.
You know, but you can work from anywhere. Yes, you can.
Yeah. Work-life balance. Where's the work-life balance when I'm working on vacation? Just saying.
Think about this too. If you have the mind of a real estate developer, say, just put those blinders on for a minute. What a waste golf courses and parks are.
Oh yeah, for a real
And
estate
cemeteries for
developer,
that matter too.
right?
You just throw that in there
I
as
was
well.
like, what do you mean? That's not a waste, but I get you now. Okay.
No, if somebody with that development eye is going to say, "Oh, I could put $3 million homes there," blah blah blah. Like, no, I don't think it's a waste. I think it's a necessity. But
For sure. But I see what you're saying.
it's the
Yeah.
reason we have what Jay Shetty
For
was
that
saying is the reason
individual,
we
right?
have
Right.
is the reason we have parks.
Zero
I mean,
question.
think of the let's just say Central Park in New York. Think of the value per acre of that land if it were ever going to be Larry's house. It would just have.
And how many times have you seen in movies from the building standpoint looking at the park and
Uh-huh.
all these different movies?
Yeah. For sure.
Earl, I know, I
That's
see
good
you
enough.
chomping.
Yeah.
Well, Mike just mentioned real estate and you mentioned buildings. I just want to put something into perspective here. I live here in Raleigh, North Carolina, and this has been a big topic locally here. And I don't want to get political about this, but uh, the value of new buildings going up. We have a new hospital going up. They're actually fixing up there's a decent sized park. I want to say it's an amusement park, but it's a family park. It's called Dick's Park, and they just got through remodeling it. They're trying to increase the value of the park, but also to beautify and increase the value of it. But also, there are other parts of the city where they're taking what was old and turning it into new to kind of revalue the area of uh, how do I want to put this? Uh, to give the area more value. So it's like an eye opener. So you go to a certain part of our state, and we got developers all over the place saying, we can do this, we can do that, and try to beef up the city a little bit. And I mean, they are doing it. It's a work in progress. But if you also go to other parks like Asheville in the western part of the state, after they had the hurricane, they they kind of rebuilt that area, but brought more value to it.
Right.
There's
And,
a term for what you're saying, isn't it? Gentrification.
A form of it is, absolutely.
Mike, you got the magic words. I don't. I mean, I was not an English major,
Nor
so
was I.
But
but
yeah,
Man, I could
think
have gone on with that one, but
I think I think the magic word is bringing value to yourself. I mean, for those of us who work from home or work anywhere, I think we're just trying to bring value to ourselves, and we just don't stop until we get what we want.
so before I say what I really want to say, I think my uh, appreciation for architects and landscapers have increased tenfold
Mhm.
because of this conversation. You know, architects, excuse me, even though they may want a super clean design on a building or whatever, or development, still within that group of architects, the design of greenery or nature if you want to say, is present. So it's important to them. To me, the context that Jay Shetty was throwing at how I perceived it, and I thought of Central Park when I was listening to Jay Shetty. So when Mike Jones said that, I was like, "What? Wait, that literally went through my head a couple minutes ago." But the deal, I think, on this is he's comparing us to nature, and we need to pay attention to that and be kind of like nature. When we cut our grass and we sit back for a few days and it rains a day or two and that grass grows, it means change has taken place. When the leaves come out during spring and summertime and the trees start getting bigger and the flowers flourish, that means there's change in the world. In the world. Okay. So it's evident, and we've said this before, change is really the only consistent thing. However, us trying to be robotic, we try to resist change because a lot of us, human nature wise, we don't like change. It seems to be out of our comfort zone. So I think that what he was trying to, for me, the angle that I saw was he's like, folks, be like nature because we are part of nature's change. We need to be part of our own change as well and accept it. And if we can go from that angle, then maybe change is not as daunting, maybe could be a word used in that process. I don't know, but that's kind of how I kind of took the context of what Jay was saying. Change is prevalent. It's going to happen. It's going to be there.
Yeah,
Think about nature and how the growth of nature takes place. And use the word growth when change happens for your own self and say, I'm going to grow from this and go with the change.
Jay, I want to jump in on this one real quick because the place where I'm staying, outside of Raleigh, my friend's house, he's got a beautiful house out there, but also there's some old trees that you could tell they're just, I mean, they've been time tested by nature. And his goal for the fall, going into the winter, he wants to take those trees down and chop them up. But the thing is, he wants to still want to beautify the area with other things that can make the change, bring more value to what the what is around there. Because sometimes that kind of change, I think, is a positive thing because you're out with the old, in with the new, and sometimes we have to do that in life, even though it's hard for some people. Out with the old, in with the new. Sometimes that change is necessary because in life we have, to me, it's in chapters, and it's time to turn a new chapter. Bring in that, for nature. Sometimes we want to beautify our own backyard, so to speak. Um, but accept what nature has to give us, and just appreciate it.
Can I ask you guys all a question? Because okay, so I'm not disagreeing or agreeing or I'm in with what you guys are saying. But the thing so when you go out into nature, like you're taking a hike or maybe
Right.
you're going to the beach or whatever it is. Like when we were in Kauai ziplining, that was like the best day that we had on the trip. It was like the kids were all laughing. I mean, even afterwards, like we had to wait in line for an hour for food. The kids still had fun. They were all laughing still. That even on the way home back to the resort, it was an hour drive. It was like one of the best days we had on our trip, right? And
Right.
I wholeheartedly believe it's because we were in nature that whole day. Like that whole day was spent in the woods, hiking, ziplining, doing all the things, right? And then, afterwards, all of us felt like this sense of being almost, right? So when you guys go out into nature, like how does that make you feel Does it energize you? Because how many times you go out to nature and your battery's depleted? Never, right?
Well, sometimes we go into
2%.
nature to charge up our battery, Christine.
Exactly.
Right. And
That,
you know that I mean that's me personally. If
that,
I need a charge up or something, I mean where I'm staying right now, I just go in the backyard and just enjoying the
Right.
peacefulness of smell the fresh air, appreciate what's around. But when you like your trip, Christine, I think that was just simply meant to be. Is like you were at the right place at the right time because you were enjoying the nature, you were enjoying each other's company, you're having fun. That's a sure sign that okay, this is where I'm supposed to be and you're enjoying it and you're charging your batteries
both,
right there. You're charging your emotions. That's
both of you,
now, Jay. It's not your turn yet.
both of you hit it right on the head. And that's why I want to
Yeah.
stop you. You both hit it right on the head. That's the point that he's making.
Mm-hmm.
When you're in nature, it's changing right in front of your eyes. But
Right.
you have found peace and happiness with change.
Amen.
That's 1000% what he's trying to say. Do that in our own change as we evolve.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, think about it. Like in the Bible,
Sorry, Earl, and I did interrupt you. My apologies.
I know you did meant to interrupt me. That's why you love me so much.
right? Think about it in the Bible. I'm going to get religious here for just a second because it
Okay.
happens a lot.
Okay.
In the Bible, how many times do they talk about Jesus going to a mountainside to pray? All the time. Like
all the time.
it happens all the time. Like he has to go into nature to get away from the people, get away from the things of the worldly view, right? And he goes to pray in nature.
Or take it back even further, Moses going to the mountain to receive the commandments.
Yes, even that. Like,
The
you know,
burning
good
bush.
point, Mike. Good point. Like, there's a reason for nature. It's to help us come to peace, I guess, in sort of a way.
Well, not only in the mountains, Christine, but think of the beach.
Yeah,
God created the beach, the water, salt water. I mean, the fresh air. The listen sound of the
absolutely.
waves. I mean that's God's way of providing peace to you. The nature, right? That certain parts of the day, especially in the morning or at sunset, and the providing that cool comfort, that we all need. It's like our bodies getting medicine, for our anxiety or whatever it is. It's nature. God created that.
Mm-hmm. For
Right.
sure.
So, I mean, to everybody watching this, whatever works for you. It could be in the mountains. The mountains could be your peace.
Yes.
The beach could be your peace. I mean, it's going to work differently for everyone. It's just a matter of finding that balance to help you enjoy life in whatever life brings to you.
So where does the phrase "take time to smell the stop and smell the roses" come into play?
Mike, that's all you.
Yeah, Mike.
It's what we've been talking about. I mean, you can't. We're not machines. We're not machines. Stopping to smell the roses
Yes.
is therapy, aromatherapy, eye candy, whatever you want to call it.
For sure. Absolutely.
Or or I like
Such a
was it
leading
Irma
question,
Bobbeck
right?
who said, "Stop and smell the coffee."
What's that? Say again.
Smell
Was
the
it Irma Bombeck who said, "Stop and smell the coffee"?
coffee.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
can't
And
you
you're gonna get some people
enjoy?
that say, "I'm not a coffee drinker."
Well, if you are and I am, can't you enjoy coffee just from the smell without even drinking it?
Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm only a coffee drinker at certain times of the year, but anytime I smell coffee, I love that smell. Like it's just something that I don't know.
You have coffee in Hawaii? Just curious.
Do they have coffee in Hawaii?
Did
Yes.
you have coffee in Hawaii?
Yeah. Remember, I paid $20 for my cup of coffee.
Oh, right. Where they
And she's still waiting for a
where they
refund.
made it in the backyard, right?
Hell yes, she did. With a price.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about change
She
too.
didn't say I stopped to smell the coffee.
No, because
It's a
that
good
was
book,
like the
though.
first cup of coffee I had the whole time I was there. The most expensive and the worst.
Oh, that's hilarious. Guys, I think it's
I've,
easy
I've
to see.
often heard the
Pause.
phrase, no one likes change except for wet babies.
Fact. Yep.
True. Okay.
I don't think that's true. I mean,
Oh,
that's what we're talking about. Going out in nature is making changes in our disposition. It's part of our growth. I mean, why do we even have yards? They just create a lot of work for us, right? But it's something to enjoy.
I love yards.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, I've kind of let my backyard go to whatever, but it's interesting. I've got a weed that is probably about, yeah, if it's a 6 feet, it's probably about 10 feet tall right now. I'm just letting that sucker go, see what happens.
The HOA is coming after you, buddy.
It's in about it. Yeah,
see, nature's changing right in front of your eyes on a daily basis.
exactly.
Same thing happens to us, and that again, that is the point that he's hammering. For me, that was the point that he's hammering.
I, I do have I replaced my 40-year-old deck like the last couple of weeks. So I should go out there and enjoy nature even more now. But
Yes.
yeah, it's uh it's an interesting topic.
Question: what are decks really truly for?
Wow.
So we have a
It
place
kind
to
of
go out.
separates you from nature if you want to talk about the surface. So you don't step out and walk, let's say you're barefoot, you don't step out and walk through the grass, but I think it's for you to be more comfortable while you're enjoying nature. You have upper level deck, right, Jay?
I did.
So you can look out forever too. Mine is surface level.
I don't have a deck. I have a lanai.
You have a what?
A lanai, they're called lanais in Florida. There's like a patio that's outside that it has a pool, so it's got a bird cage around it.
Oh,
Never heard
okay.
of it until I started watching Golden
Okay.
Girls. They were always a little nine.
Yep. That's where I spend a lot of my time, is in our lanai.
Uh, so interesting. Folks, it's obvious to see that we're not licensed therapists, but today was absolutely a fun, very fun topic. We Are Nature from Jay Shetty. It's on the app Calm. And Jay just provides us with some phenomenal content. I'm not so sure that anywhere in my life have I ever thought about uh, comparing myself to nature in terms of growth, and that it's constant and it's always growing and evolving. And the comparison is that humans as well are doing the same. So it's a great thing to think about because it's another resource for us to use to relax our minds a little bit and not be so mechanical that we are. Sometimes we do get caught up in the rat race. The iPhone, iPad, computer, laptop system, though it is the way the world operates, it doesn't always have to consume us. So sometimes hearing things like this puts a good perspective in how life could be lived and be happy. And I think that's a common goal with most everyone, is everyone wants to be happy. So this is a resource for us to get to that, I feel like. But that's my opinion, my 2 cents, as they say. Please join us on a daily basis.
And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Come back for more, and we'll see you soon.
Deuces.
Peace.